Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Ryan Saplin here, Fat Loss Strength Coach, coming to you today with a video about kettlebell swings, talking about two particular swings, the kettlebell squat style swing versus the kettlebell hip swing. These come with different names. I don't know the exact terminology, depends on kind of what school of thought you come from. There's lots of different ways to do a kettlebell swing, but I'm going to basically teach you two different ways, or kind of go over two popular ways of how to do a kettlebell swing. And what that simply is a squat swing versus sort of like a deadlift swing. And the biggest difference is how much knee flexion you get, or how much your knee bends. In this case, I'm going to take this kettlebell here and I'm going to alternate a kettlebell swing, a kettlebell squat swing with a hip swing. So I'll just show you. Just pay attention to my knees if you can, and then you get a better sense for like what's going on. So this is squat swing, hip swing, 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 hip swing, hip swing, squat swing, squat swing, squat swing. All right, so I just wanted to show you the difference of those two. It might have been a little difficult to see the difference in the techniques. Simply is one requires more knee flexion than the other. You get more of a hip hinge with the hip swing when you're coming back. This is the most efficient way to do the swing. It allows you to use more power from the hips, allows you to use more momentum, and allows you to theoretically use less energy. However, if your technique's not good, or you're having some flexibility issues, the biggest bottleneck is in the hamstrings. A lot of people have tight hamstrings, or they don't have good motor control in their core, which what happens is when they snap the hips forward, or when they come back down, they can't push their hips back enough, so then their lower back rounds, or they basically lose stability. So what I end up teaching clients is I try to find a way somewhere in the middle. So they might sort of start to go into a hip swing, and then they go into sort of a kind of like a hybrid. The idea is I'm just trying to teach them sort of a rhythm and method so they can learn to swing quickly. And that way it's not necessarily perfect, but perfect for that individual. And you can learn a lot more in my other videos if you take a look at my channel. If you want a free kettlebell workout, click up here. Click like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And comment below if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.